We all put so much trust in the cloud. We just expect it to be on all the time. But what happens if it's not? What if an entire region, the one powering your business and thousands of others, just goes dark? It's happened before, and it will happen again. When it does, your survival really depends on one thing: your plan. So today, we're going to break down the 4 essential strategies for cloud disaster recovery, so you can be ready.
So let's just get right into it. I want you to think about this for a second. If your entire system crashed, completely offline right now, what's your plan? And I don't mean a vague idea in your head. Is it written down? Have you actually ever tried it? Honestly, this one question is the foundation for everything we're about to talk about.
Look, to build a plan that actually works, you have to stop thinking in fuzzy terms like get it back up soon. It all comes down to 2 very specific numbers. These 2 numbers will define your strategy, they'll define your budget, and honestly, they'll define whether your business survives a disaster. Okay, so the first number is your RTO. That's your recovery time objective. To put it simply, how fast do you need to be back online? Is it okay to be down for a whole day, an hour, or do you only have a few seconds to spare? This is all about the acceptable time of that outage. That's RTO.
And the second number, that's your RPO, your recovery point objective. Now this one isn't about time, it's all about data. Think about it. When you restore from a backup, how much work can you afford to just lose forever? An hour of customer orders, a minute of transactions, or absolutely nothing at all? That amount of data loss is your RPO.
All right, with RTO and RPO in our heads, let's dive into strategy number 1, the good old backup and restore. You can think of this as the classic safety net. It's the absolute bare minimum you should be doing. The process is pretty much what it sounds like. You're regularly backing up your data to some storage service. When a disaster hits, you literally build a new environment from scratch, pull your data in from that latest backup, and then you flip your DNS, which is basically the internet's address book, to start sending users to the new place.
And here is the huge, crucial trade-off. The pros? It's cheap to do and pretty simple to set up. But the cons? Man, it is slow. Rebuilding everything can take hours, sometimes even days. That's a high RTO. And you're going to lose any and all data created since your last backup was taken. That's a high RPO.
So just look at this chart. With backup and restore, your metrics for both recovery time and potential data loss are totally maxed out. It is a safety net, for sure, but it's the slowest and leakiest one you can have.
So obviously, we got to get faster than that, right? So let's move to our second strategy, the pilot light. The name is just a perfect analogy. Like the pilot light in an old furnace, you keep a small flame burning all the time, so you can ignite the whole system really, really quickly.
Okay, so here's the clever bit. You keep your most critical piece, and that's almost always your database, running and replicating its data to a second location. Everything else is turned off, but it's saved as a server image, kind of like a blueprint ready to be built at a moment's notice. When disaster strikes, you just launch new servers from that blueprint around your already running data.
You see, the critical point here is you're not rebuilding the database from a backup, and that saves a massive amount of time. This gives you a much faster recovery for just a moderate increase in cost. The catch? It's still not instant, and you absolutely need good automation to pull it off smoothly.
And the impact is super clear on the chart. We've just knocked both our recovery time and our data loss metrics down from high to medium. That's a huge improvement over just a simple backup strategy.
So what's the next step up from here? That would be strategy 3, warm standby. Now we're not just keeping a tiny flame lit anymore. We're running a complete but much smaller version of our entire application 24/7.
So imagine your full live environment uses, say, 10 servers. In a warm standby, you'd have a totally functional version running in another region, but maybe with just 1 or 2 servers. It's live and it's keeping the data perfectly in sync. When the main region fails, all you have to do is scale up the standby environment to full capacity and just redirect the traffic. The benefit here is huge. Your recovery is now measured in minutes, not hours. And because it's always running and always in sync, your data loss is minimal. The downside? Well, you're paying to run a second environment all the time, even if it's a small one. So yeah, the cost is definitely higher.
And just look at the result. We've made another massive leap forward. Both our recovery time and our potential data loss are now firmly in the low category. For any business-critical application that just can't afford to be down for long, this is really the go-to strategy.
And that brings us to the final and most resilient strategy of them all, the multi-site active-active architecture. Honestly, this isn't just a plan for disaster recovery, It's a design for disaster avoidance. This is for the kind of applications that simply cannot go down, ever.
So with this model, you are running your full application in at least 2 different geographic regions all the time. They are both active, and they are both serving live user traffic simultaneously. If one entire region goes offline, the system doesn't fail over in the traditional sense, it just keeps on operating seamlessly out of the other healthy regions. Your users probably won't even notice.
The payoff is about as big as it gets. We're talking near zero recovery time and near zero data loss. The failure of an entire data center becomes a complete non-event for your users. But, and it's a big but, this level of resilience is incredibly complex to design and operate, and it is by far the most expensive option on the table. And there you have it, the ultimate goal. Just look at those bars. Your RTO and RPO are basically sitting at 0. It simply does not get any better than this. This is the absolute pinnacle of resilience.
Whew. Okay, so we've gone through all 4 strategies, all the way from the simple safety net to the always-on fortress. Let's put them all side by side. It'll make the choice for you crystal clear.
This table really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? I mean, you can see the pattern, right? As you move down the list from backup and restore to active-active, your cost goes way, way up. But in return, your downtime and your data loss just plummet towards 0. The real question for your business is, where on this chart do you need to be? And you know what? This might be the single most important point we make today. Don't just chase the most expensive solution because it looks the best. The right strategy isn't always active-active for everything. It's about figuring out your real RTO and RPO, and then picking the strategy that actually protects your business without bankrupting it.
So I'll just leave you with this thought. Look at your own systems and ask a really hard question. Did you choose your disaster recovery strategy on purpose? Or did it just kind of happen by default? And more importantly, is that default plan really ready for what's coming tomorrow?